Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It has not been our usual sunshine here in Los Angeles, so this week's outfit rundown is very much built for winter rain and cozy layers. Monday started in steady all-day rain mode, and the rain never let up, so I went straight for warmth and coverage. I'm wearing my navy blue Japanese cotton funnel neck maxi dress. It's a lightweight cotton and it's a perfect piece to layer on top or underneath if you're looking for an outfit with dimension. So over it, I layered my black asymmetrical wrap mini dress for structure and to add some warmth. And I like layering two dresses. I think it works surprisingly well, especially when you're playing around with different lengths. And I'm also wearing my Turette Bantine black cotton wrap jacket. It's not a raincoat, but it's going to have to do because I don't have a ton of rainwear. It's not something that I need to deal with typically here in Los Angeles, so it's definitely a gap in my wardrobe that I should probably address. I am embarking on a no-buy, low-buy year, so I'll either need to make do with my current outerwear or possibly make something. I'm not sure. I mean, I could always just use an umbrella. I'm excited at the prospect of buying less and creating more, and I want to see how my style is impacted, if at all. Moving on, my black leather Joie riding boots is pulling the look together, and they're actually really good in wet weather. These boots have served me really well this week, as well as the previous week at the beach. I am finishing off the look with my MANDRN black leather fanny pack. I'm always in the mood for a good fanny pack, but it's essential for me when it's raining because I'm hands-free and I can focus on my umbrella without worrying about my bag falling. This whole look was more about function first, and I didn't have to compromise my general aesthetic. Tuesday was still pouring without pause, so I decided to keep with the layers to overcompensate for my lack of rain gear again. I'm starting with my Manoogian Loft hand knit shell in cement. This knit is so well made. I consider it an heirloom piece. I like my pieces to be trans-seasonal, and this one sort of is, but not exactly. It's not summer appropriate, but I've worn it sleeveless in the spring and as a layering piece in the fall and winter, and it's clearly an odd choice for summer, so it's close but not exactly ticking off all the boxes. I layered a black long sleeve cotton base layer for added warmth, and I actually despise this combination. The concept is good, but I feel like the execution is lacking, mainly due to the sleeve length of the black shirt. The sleeve length is just not at all right, but I couldn't find another black top that had the right neckline to account for the more narrow design of the mock neck sweater without my skin peeking through, so I need a redo. Underneath it all is a black linen cotton blend asymmetrical bubble hem dress that I made. I felt like the bubble hems of the shell and the dress would tie in nicely together. And on top, I wore my Manoogian Capote sweater jacket in black melange. It's a nice and heavy sweater, and it's got a hood, so I get that extra protection from the rain. And I'm wearing my black Dear Francis leather loafers with socks. Not the rainiest shoe ever, but paired with the thick socks, they did hold up surprisingly well in the rain. And I feel like I need to rescind some of the praises I made in a previous video on behalf of this shoe. Now, granted, I've worn them quite a bit. They're not holding up very well, and I'm already noticing loose stitching. I'm just very disappointed considering the price point. I expected more considering I've only had these shoes for about a month or so, and I can probably fix these, but do keep this in mind. Lastly, I carried my handmade black leather medicine bag. I wanted something super minimal, and it doesn't get more minimal than this bag. I feel like this look has a lot going on between the different textures, the layering, and the lengths, but it's also minimalist in spirit, and best of all, it kept me warm and dry for the whole 25 minutes I was out of the house. Wednesday's weather forecast was more of the same, so I went with my Tourette Bantine black cotton wrap jacket again. I forgot to point this out in Monday's look, but the color of this jacket's interesting because it's black, but I noticed that it tends to take on the shade of the other colors I'm wearing. On Monday, the jacket leaned a little more blue-black with the blue dress, and in this outfit, it's leaning a little bit more gray against the Eskandar charcoal wool tunic top that I've layered underneath. Sometimes I get frustrated that this jacket isn't a stark galactic black, but I'm appreciating it more when I'm trying to introduce dimension in a tonal look. And I've talked about this Eskandar tunic in a previous video. I'm such a fan of Eskandar. I feel like my age when I wear their pieces, and I mean that in the most positive way. Their pieces feel sophisticated and graceful and lived in, and they're constructed impeccably. My black asymmetrical wool blend wrap culottes were really comfortable and a nod to the Japanese minimal street style that I've been loving lately. On my feet, I wore black Pep Monjo leather combat boots. I've been wearing these boots for years and they look as good as new, and this is what I expect from a brand. I carried my handmade cotton canvas crescent bag in cedar bark color, which it brought a little contrast to the outfit. Practically, this outfit felt great, but note to self, stick to leather bags when it's raining outside. Thursday, I wore an Elizabeth Suzann Georgia tee in 100% wool in this beautiful green color. I layered it with my Elizabeth Suzann Rilo charcoal wool jacket on top to take the chill off. I wanted something warm but not too heavy, so the wool layers, they really got the job done. I paired them with my extreme cashmere spin skirt in medium gray. It's soft and cozy, and I cannot resist the gray and green color story that I'm so fond of. And this skirt is so versatile. It's medium weight, and I can get away with wearing it during all of the seasons. I have it in a tan color, rust, a light gray, and I'd get it in other shades if I can find it, specifically a green. If I could get my hands on a green one, I would just be so happy. And I actually think that that's worth breaking my no buy goal for the year, but I haven't found one, so I guess we'll see how the universe treats me. My black Pep Monjo leather combat boots, they were on repeat. I carried my handmade black leather medicine bag. I recently bought some black leather. I think I'm gonna make a tote out of it because that's what I think some of my outfits need when I'm not in crossbody tunnel vision. But overall, I loved this outfit. I felt super cozy and comfortable, and I spent a little bit of time outdoors, and this got the job done. On Friday, the rain was still going strong and the weather alerts were active all day. Gosh, I feel like a weather forecaster. I should maybe look into that. Anyway, I leaned into a more structured winter outfit. I wore a gray cotton base layer turtleneck underneath my vintage Christian Dior black wool button-down maxi dress circa 1990s. This dress is hardly forgettable, but I do forget that I have it. I have most of my clothing catalog digitized so that I can quickly reference it and put an outfit together just really takes the guesswork out of it sometimes. Or I'm able to just find inspiration by looking at some of the pieces that I own. But some of my old vintage pieces aren't included yet, so I definitely need to add this one. The wool was great for warmth and against the chill. On top, I added my vintage Zara oversized black leather motorcycle jacket, which helped to cut the wind and rain down, but I have to admit, I don't love this outfit with this jacket. I think what's bugging me is the hardware on the jacket and the fact that they aren't serving any purpose. These buttons at the top, they don't have a counterpart, so it's just playing up the whole motorcycle aesthetic without the actual function, and I'm just not a fan of embellishments used in this manner. I'm getting vexed thinking about this more, and that's not how an item should make you feel. I'm not sure how I'm going to reconcile my feelings about this jacket. A big part of me is leaning towards deconstructing the jacket and turning it into a bag. I'm not sure. And for the shoes, I wore my Reiki Nen black leather Oxfords because I need to give the Dear Francis loafers a break until I can fix them. I do really like the Reiki Nen loafers though. They're just, they're not as thick. It's not really an appropriate winter shoe in my opinion. And then I grabbed my black leather MANDRN fanny pack. I like pairing this bag with the smooth leather of the jacket. They feel like companions, so that's nice. And this outfit's okay, but I don't know that I'm going to revisit it. I probably next time will choose my wool Hervé Bernard duster coat with this outfit. I think that's probably a bit more just better, and also maybe my Pep Monjo combat boots. I think that look would be far more favorable. Saturday was another rainy slog. I hate to repeat myself, but it just kept raining. We did manage to get a full hour of no rain, and by this point I was craving lighter colors. I love the dark color palette and all, but each outfit was starting to feel like the same outfit, so I decided to give my khaki items some love and attention. I wore an Everlane long sleeve cotton base layer for softness, and it wasn't so cold, so I didn't feel the need for a sweater on top. Instead, I just paired it with my Lauren Manoogian cotton slub weave wrap pants in khaki, and I rolled the hem to show the boots and to keep them safe from puddle splashes, but thankfully I didn't encounter any during my super brief outing. On top, I layered my Elizabeth Suzann Harper cotton canvas jacket in khaki, which felt like a good practical choice. It's roomy enough to accommodate sweaters, but it's not bulky, and I really like the design of this jacket. It has oversized pockets, and I like how when you close it shut, it creates this V shape at the neckline, and it's such a nice polished look. I wore black by far leather sock boots to give a little edge to the outfit since the rest of the outfit is so casual and oversized. And I carried my handmade black leather medicine bag again for a tie-in with the black boots. I really like this outfit and I can't wait to wear it a bit more in the spring. On Sunday, I succumbed to the several maladies that have plagued our household these past couple of weeks. I've been mildly sick throughout the entire month, but I finally got the coup de grace this day. And you can kind of hear it in my voice. I do apologize if my voice sounds a little annoying. I wore my Everlane cotton Henley long sleeve base layer in walnut fatigue with a black long sleeve cotton shirt layered on top. I love the layers peeking in and out, and I think in the spring I really want to explore this more, maybe with button down collared shirts. I think that might look really nice. On the bottom, I wore my black crane lantern maxi skirt in cotton khaki. I put on the Lauren Manoogian brown heather alpaca socks. They're so warm and so comfortable. And the shoes that I'm wearing, which is also by Lauren Manoogian, it's in a matching alpaca, same color. So it's a really nice blending opportunity here. This outfit's comfortable and it's great for lounging, but I was in this outfit for less than an hour as I was trying to psych myself into doing some editing before I called it quits and just put my pajamas back on and headed back to bed. I hope you enjoyed this week of outfits. As always, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!